Hi, I'm Shoestring Jay and welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things thrifty, frugal, money saving and money making. And today is Tuesday after the Easter bank holiday. I hope you all had a really lovely Easter. The weather was absolute pants here, but it was quite nice anyway. We managed to get some stuff done. So did a boot sale, which was really good, first boot sale of the season, and also hit the garden centre to spend some gift vouchers that I have for my birthday. So that was good. Did a little bit of gardening. Justin's been doing quite a lot in the garden, kind of digging things up and rearranging, and kind of we've been here a year. You know, when you've been somewhere for a year, gives you a chance to think about what you want to do with the garden. So he's got some ideas about how to change it. We'd love to get it re-landscaped, but you know, that's not an option. It's just too expensive. So not going to do that. But we're making the best of what we've got as ever. So we bought some plants and I'll show you those. So anyway, this is just a little brief rundown of what happened over the weekend, some of the bargains that I got and some of the plants that we bought. So just about to go to my first boot sale of the season. We struggled to find one that was open because it's been so wet that even though it's not raining now, they've decided not to open because they're going to get lots of vehicles stuck in the mud and everything. So I've come with Becky. She probably won't want to be on camera. She's just popped in the shop because she needs to get some cash and quickly buy something because she's got no change. So I haven't got a lot of change actually, but I've got enough to kind of get in and get me started. So hopefully it'll be all right. Couldn't find my granny trolley this morning. It was buried under a massive pile of things in the garage. So clearly the garage is getting messy again. And also we've lost an hour because the clocks went forward. It's Easter Sunday. And so our 6:15 start was really 5:15. So I'm going to be really tired later. Anyway, excited about finally getting to a boot sale. Hope we get some bargains. I'm back. It was very, very cold. Very cold. My gloves on. Luckily I took my hat and my gloves. Got some good bargains. Forgot to film anything at all there. God, I look rough. I look really tired. I am really tired. So I'm going to go and find Justin and that dog and see what happens next. Been buying some plants this week. I had garden vouchers for my birthday from my sister, so I bought a wisteria, which we wanted, which he doesn't like anything much at the moment. I actually got these ones from Lidl yesterday. They were a bargain, only £4 a tray. It's a beautiful little bleeding heart. Isn't that gorgeous? And some rockery plants because Justin's creating a rockery. I've got some seeds I've got to plant there, but lots to do out here. We haven't done much. Well, I haven't done much. Justin's done quite a lot. Let's see how he's getting on with his rockery. You getting on with your rockery?
Yeah, I think so. See if I can get the plants in if it works.
You're going to put the plants in the little gaps?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool. That looked good.
Pretty sure.
And there's another little bit over there. Look at that sky. Looks like it might rain. They said it was going to rain, didn't they? Oh well, wouldn't be a bank holiday in the UK without rain. It's really black. Right, I'm going to do some potting up. What do you think, Archie? Okay, so I didn't realise this is what Justin was going to do, but he's making a dry stone wall. That's what you've done, isn't it? And this bit is going to be grass at the top, not a bed. So that looks quite good with those little alpine plants. So he's kind of divided them up a little bit to make them move in. It's going to go right up there apparently. And going to put some more plants here. Have you run out of plants? Oh, you've still got some left.
Still got some.
Yeah, so that's looks like it's been there forever really, doesn't it? And these are all the Lidl plants that I've potted up. Just fuchsias and geraniums. Archie, don't eat my chives, hon. I've just sorted out some wallflowers and repotted those. God knows what's in there, I haven't done that yet. I need to put the parsley all together, although I have got such a ton of parsley I have not swept up yet. I've still got to do something with the albrecia, but really I want them out the front, but we can't do that because we haven't worked done. There's a ton of parsley there. So this is my herb garden, theoretically, but at the moment all you can see is rosemary and parsley. Oh dear, I need to do a bit of meditation. Anyway, let's show you what I bought yesterday at the boot sale next. So the next job I've got to do is go through these seeds. So these are some seeds that we had from last year and some we just picked up. There were some beautiful poppies. You might have seen it on a walk we've done several times. Beautiful, beautiful poppies. We took some of the seeds, so I want to get those sown. And these, Mum gave me these when I was clearing out her garage the other day and said, these are Dad's old seeds. See if you can plant some of them and make them grow, which obviously everything makes me cry when I think about that. So I'm going to try and grow some of these. I don't know how old they are because, frankly, I haven't done a great deal of gardening for a few years. They might be too old, but 2022, yeah, they'll probably work. You never know, do you? I've used old seed before. And the other thing I'll show you is, this is what I was trying to win on eBay for our downstairs loo, freshly refurbished downstairs loo. Because aren't they just so much nicer than modern ones? I think they're 80s. I probably would have hated these in the 80s, but I love them now. Sitting on my laptop, waiting for Justin to do something with them. I'm going to make him do that manly thing. He's better with the drill than me. So I got a soap dish, a loo roll holder, and a towel holder. I really love them. They're so nice. Anyway, these are freebies from this morning from our walk. Somebody had these outside their house. I had a whole load of, actually, we just picked up a few. We couldn't carry that much. I don't think this is massively valuable. Justin thought that looked interesting. Don't know, Liverpool Road pottery. Have to have a look. Stoke-on-Trent. A nice little vintage looking poppy salt and pepper shaker. And these are definitely vintage. And I looked at them underneath. It's a little like mustard pot or something, isn't it? It looks like Bezic, doesn't it? You can only see the wick. But I'll look that up and see. And this was very, very period, isn't it? Cute little mug. It's just a Sadler one. This is just a little mini, like, bud vase or something, I think. It's quite cute. But it's a Wedgwood, rather. Wedgwood. Bone china, charnwood. It's so nice that people don't just dump things in. I hate it when people dump things in skips without offering them to people. These are just a little pair of vintage candlesticks. Justin said, they're not good. I said, they're lovely. They're exactly my scheme. I don't know whether I'll keep them or not. They were made in Czechoslovakia, so they're well vintage, aren't they? And then he found an Essex cricket club. It's a bit faded. It's been through the dishwasher, I think. But it's all signed, so we'll have to see when that was from. Can't really read any of the signatures. This was something I just thought would be nice in the garden. It's got absolutely no value. It's a little pottery ceramic flower. Thought it might be good on the wall in the garden. Oh God, I don't know whether you know. I forgot about these. They're actual eggs that have been really beautifully painted. Very Easter themed. And they are sitting in two really lovely pottery bowls. There's two of those. So we're quite short of nice bowls, so I'll keep those. And then this may not be any good because it's sat in the rain all night, but a lovely old paraffin lamp. So it's a bit rusty. It's glass. You can see the wick. It might be okay. I don't know. I'll have a little look. So that's my freebies this morning. And now I'll show you what I got from the boot sale with Becky yesterday. Help Arch. Arch is coming to help. Right, so this is all of my loot. Various bits. I'll put you on my tripod. Right, okay, so first thing I'll show you these. Becky persuaded me to buy these, but honestly I think they're quite ugly really. But I thought there might be, I mean I have things like this. I just thought it'd be easy to just sort of put on and off to take the dog for a walk. They're regatta ones. The lady said she bought them for her daughter's wedding. It was a festival themed wedding and ended up not having to wear them at all and not wearing them. So they've never been worn, they're brand new. Regatta little mini wellies, but you don't often see them in these colours. They're definitely wedding colours. But yeah, Becky said, oh, you will use those, you'll use them. And the woman only wanted £1. So I thought, well, actually, can you have too many pairs of wellies? If I don't wear them, actually, when Chloe and Izzy come, well, not Izzy, she's got tiny feet. Chloe's got decent proper sized feet like me. She would probably wear those, taking the dog for a walk. So I got those. And then I bumped into my friend Catherine. I didn't realise it was her, and I was just rooting through the place. I often see her at boot sales, actually. And she ended up saying, I did bought a few things from her, and then she said, oh, we just take these because I'm fed up with constantly wrapping up and taking them home again. Because she and her daughter do boot sales as a side hustle. They do them pretty much every Sunday throughout the season, and so they've got a lot of stuff. I don't know where they get the stuff from. I have to ask her. But anyway, she gave me those for free. They're just little sort of snack things. They're no make, so literally no idea if there's any value in those, or if I'll just end up keeping them for maybe peanuts or something like that, and olives when somebody comes around. Don't really need those though. I also got these Wittard coffee cups. Well, they might be teacups really, but they're quite trendy from Kath. Wittard, and they're quite nice. I haven't looked up the value, but I think they go for quite a lot, Wittard things. And oh gosh, this is for me. Right, let me show you the rest of it. So some of you may know from previous videos that I love a cup of leaf tea in the morning. I drink decaf all day, but first thing in the morning I like a proper cup of tea, and I much prefer leaf tea. And I have found decaf leaf tea, but it was hideously expensive and not all that nice. So I've never really found leaf tea that I like. But this, look how cute this is. So it is a saucer. It says Nana. I don't know what that is. No, it's not nothing special as a make. But then it's got its lid, and inside it's got its own kind of diffuser, if you like, and cup. So you put your tea leaves in there, stick that in, put the lid on, give it a brew, have a nice cup of tea. And that's just so pretty, isn't it? So that is for me. So I can put that away now. I'm going to put it out of the way so that I don't kick it over. And I picked this up as well. I haven't looked at the value again of these, but I thought that's got character, hasn't it? Polly put the kettle on, we'll all have tea. That's crazy. I can't remember how much she charged me. I never pay more than sort of £2 or £3, £1, £2, £3 for pretty much everything, I think. But I think that might have been £2. I can't remember. I should try and write things down as I go, because I never do remember. But I thought that was kind of quirky. It needs a good wash. And I picked up these from a lady who, I mean, I thought it was a trade. I mean, a lot of them were traders. That, you know, the full proper boot sailors that had a clear out hadn't really come out for the day. It wasn't very warm. And so I picked these up from a trader, and I thought she was going to charge me loads for them. But she charged me, I want to say £2, but it might have been £3 for all of these cake plates. They're vintage, and they've got a nice pattern. They're cold cloth. They have a nice pattern and a lovely Art Deco shape. I do like that shape. I think that's really nice. Blue and green, a little bit of green. Cold cloth, Longton, England. Bone china plates, and I have a lot of these. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 9. She didn't have anything else of the same pattern. It would have been nice if I could have found some cups and saucers as well, but sadly not. And then I also picked up lots of breakables, but not entirely exclusively. I thought, you never can tell. I actually like these. These are Rika, or Rika, I never know how you pronounce that. Sort of clogs. I haven't actually tried these on. I mean, I think that I've said this before with what I call ugly shoes. Doesn't mean I wouldn't wear them, actually. Although I call them ugly shoes, they look proper comfy, don't they? Let's have a look, see if they fit. You can't see this, sorry. Let me sit up here so you can see. See if they fit me. Let's see if they're comfy. Oh, they're a bit big. They're a little bit big. My feet are going to fall off the edge of those. They are really comfortable. They are really comfortable. I might wonder, no, they're too big. They're just too wide. They're going to fall off my feet. Well, somebody will like those then. In that case, I will sell those. They're good, nice leather ones. They've got a like nice little floral design on them. And I think, I'll say £2 maybe. I'm thinking, no, I think they were £1. All the shoes on this lady's store were £1. I remember now, because the next pair of shoes, which I'll have to show you in a minute because I don't know where they are. I got a bargainous pair of, oh yeah, here they are. An absolute bargainous pair of shoes from the same lady. I believe it when she said these were £1. I mean, personally, I don't think they're lovely and they need a bit of a clean. But if you know about these things, you may recognise the name Irregular Choice. They're actually quite cool, aren't they? Look at the shape of them. Irregular choice, they're so expensive. I mean, if you see, you can see various designs, and sometimes they're really funky and really, I mean, the kind of thing I'd love to wear but would never wear. But they're irregular choice for £1. That's amazing. I was just really pleased. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I would have paid £5 probably. I bought some in the charity shop before, although they were a bit more floral and a bit more exciting than these. I spent 20 quid on them in the charity shop because I then sold them for 40. So I've no idea what that sort of style would go for, but certainly a lot more than £1. And then I picked up this BHS vintage ceramic lampshade base. There's nothing particularly special, but I mean, I said to Becky, I bought it because I think it was £1 and I got to test it, obviously. I've got another big one, very similar, which I've listed and has been on for about 6 months, so I don't really know why I bought it. I just thought, oh, that's only £1, I'll buy it. You know how you do. I mean, I know I'm going to sell it, so a lot of this is from my eBay shop. And I've also picked up, this was only £1 as well. It might have been the same lady, actually. Oh, no, it was the same lady that I got the little cold cloth plates from. These little plates. She just had a pile of clothing. And there was a brand new, it's a new look, size 20. It was originally £50 and it's a long satin sort of, I don't know if you would call it a jacket or a coat dress. I think it's got belts as well with it. I guess it's a dress. It's rather nice and I think that'll be really flattering on. I said to Becky, God, if that actually was my size, I'd have kept that and just worn it as a kind of, almost like a summer cardigan. So that was just not very much money at all. It was £1. So that is that bag and that bag. And then, oh god, I love this. This is great. Look at this. What a 70s design this is. Isn't that fabulous? I mean, it has got a bit of grubbiness inside, but I won't be able to get rid of it all because some of it's actually scratched. So obviously I have to photograph that. And if I had the right kitchen, I'd actually keep that because I think it's fantastic. That was £1. And oh, this is something Kath said, oh, you can have that for 50p. That used to be my auntie's. It's a Saravani by Ridgeway, Staffordshire. It's just a little vintage creamer. Don't know if it's got much value really at all. Picked this up because I've sold this brand before. It's a real like hippie brand called Funky Threads. And I had a pair of dungarees, which I did actually wear for a while, and Justin wanted me to keep, but honestly, they didn't really suit me. They were nice, but I liked the idea of being a hippie child, but it didn't really suit me. This is a similar thing. It needs a good wash. It needs to go in the wash. It's a bit grubby. It needs a little bit of debobbling as well. And the woman, I thought, well, I will buy that because I know that will go for a bit. She wanted to charge me £7, and I said no. We negotiated that down to £4, which is probably still too much, to be fair, but you know, it's unusual. I like to sell some different things sometimes. I've got some very vintage plates from this guy who tried to sell me everything. Oh, I got this lovely cup from him. He was selling stuff that was his mum's, he said, and I got 6 of these plates. I've had a similar before, Barrett's of Staffordshire. They are very 70s, aren't they? And I got 6 of those for £5. Which is basically £1 each because the 6th one was damaged. I did go through them and realise the 6th one has got a kind of really bad crack down it. So I thought, well, £1 each, that's fine. So aren't they cool? I love those. I think they're really, really nice. And then I'll just lean over here. My final 2 purchases. So these were the original lot of plates that I was on the floor grovelling around at my friend Kath's before I realised it was her stall with her daughter. And there's Johnson's Brothers, really nice plates. I think they've got a nice pattern, and there are 4 of those. Can't remember how much she charged me for those. Not that much. I can't remember. But I think she charged me a couple of quid. And finally, oh no, not finally. I've got one more thing actually. But finally, of this pile, these were such a bargain. These are Royal Albert Tranquility. And I say these because they only charged me £1 each for these. It was a couple clearly clearing out either their stuff or somebody else's. 2 lovely big platters. Royal Albert, absolutely beautiful. They're in really good condition. Aren't they lovely? For £1, that's amazing. I was really pleased with those. And then finally, I'm just going to nip off over here. I picked up this vintage green glass bowl, which I've had to give a good clean. It was really filthy. And he wanted £5 for it. And I said, no, I'll give you 3 for it. And you might think that's too much as well. But I know that I've just sold a pair of candlesticks. I can't remember if I showed you them or not, that Justin gave me, that were his aunt's actually. And they were this special kind of glass. And you know it's a special glass if you use one of these and it lights up like that. And it's irradiated. So it's actually radioactive glass. And that's what gives it the green. I mean, I know you're not going to walk around your house like this with this lamp. This is one of those blue lamps that you use to identify where your dog has weed on your carpet. Not that my dog weeds on my carpet, but I thought it would be handy to have one to prove that that's that. And so I'll photograph that like that, and that looks really cool, doesn't it? I just sold those other ones. They were only listed a week, so I think there is a market. So the guy said, it was a cold day, he wasn't getting a lot of interest. And I said, I'll give you 3. And he went, well, it's a special sort of glass. And he looked at me and went, you know, don't you? And I said, yes, I do know. So, but I'll give you 3. And so I took that for 3. I mean, I think, I don't know, 25 quid maybe, especially if I do this and do my little magic trick. I like that's my party trick. Anyway, so that is everything that we got at the boot sale yesterday. It was one that was hard standing. I don't know if I've mentioned this already. I think I might have mentioned it in the intro. So we looked at all of our usual places we would go to, and they were all being cancelled left, right and centre because we've had so much rain. So even though it wasn't raining on the day, it had been so wet, the fields were just going to get totally churned up by all the traffic. So they were all cancelling. And this one is on our park and ride, and we'd never been to it before because I think we don't normally go because there was a big one nearby that charges you £1 to get in, and this one charges you, if you want to go at a normal time, early, we got there at 7:30 I think, if you want to go that time they charge you £3 because they obviously know that people like me are going to go in there. And then people were coming in as we were leaving, loads of people queuing to come in, because then you pay, I think you pay £2 at 9 o'clock and £1 after 10, and people were still coming in. So, and there were a lot of people there, a lot of traders, not many proper boot sailors, but there was plenty for me to buy and look at, so I was quite pleased. And Becky got a bag full. In the end she was getting grumpy because she's not interested in this sort of stuff, and she wanted some clothes and things, and in the end she found one stall. And sometimes you only need one stall, don't you? One person who is having a true clear out of unwanted clothing in your size. And she bought, I think she had 3 pieces from this lady with tags on, and another 3 or 4 pieces from the same woman, and she was just charging her £1 or 2. So she was actually really chuffed in the end. So it was all good. So anyway, that's my first boot sale of the season, and I'm pleased with what I've got. Oh, there's 2 bits I forgot because Justin tucked them out of the way. I bought these for Justin, 50p each. This is a 1989 Renault to 1966 Renault sort of history. It's quite good. Justin says it's quite good. That, and then motoring milestones. It's been a bit sort of damp damaged, but it's still quite interesting anyway. I should say that glass is called radium glass. I don't know why I didn't say that when I was talking about how it's radioactive and everything. It is radioactive actually, but it's not going to do you any harm in the quantity that creates the glass, the green glass. So, but anyway, it's called radium glass. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that little look into my Easter weekend. I hope you had a really good one, as I say. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit your notifications bell. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.